Hello, hello. I'm washing dishes, and as usual, when I have my hands in the water, thoughts come to me. And I was thinking, how easy it is for me to allow people to believe whatever they wish to believe, right? Whatever you are believing is no threat to me, doesn't unsettle me, and I can allow you to explore whatever beliefs you would like to explore. Right? It is so beautiful, so peaceful to no longer have my nervous system be triggered into insecurity by the things that you might think or believe or opine about. For me, that is all fine. And that is that's a testament to my balanced inner space. And I would love to see more and more people come into this balanced nervous system, this regulated nervous system within themselves, as to where they no longer feel the compulsion to argue and convince one another of the things that we believe. In truth, most of what we believe is not based in fact. It's based in the psychological mind and the mental mind, always trying to find something to make sense, to bring order to our dysregulated state of being, right? So we fight and insist on certain truths and want them accepted by others because we rely on that, we depend on that to create a level of security within ourselves. And so we want other people to agree with our beliefs and kind of get to experience the what is that called? Consensus agreement. Like if a group believes the same thing, it gives us more of a sense of stability and security. But that is within the unconscious realm, in the subconscious realm, right? We're not even aware that's the reason why we try to sell our belief to another. We try to proselytize people into our belief. We're unconscious of the true reason for it, and that is the trauma-based, dysregulated nervous system that is running off programs that were instilled and installed like an app in our subconscious throughout our lifetime. And every time that we had to make concessions and compromise to find acceptance and belonging is when we abandoned ourselves, abandoned our authentic self, and we have had to adopt beliefs that are shared by the community, by society in order to be accepted by society, right? But that is how our ego persona and its many masks were created and formed. And most of us are not even aware that we are wearing masks every day. We have not made connection to our authentic self. I like to call it the rebellious self. Once it is awakened, you're going to have to reclaim your original blueprint. You have to reclaim your authentic self. That essence and consciousness that you would have been if society hadn't misdirected you into pathways and avenues of conformity, right? To fit in. Now, to get yourself out of that, you have to dismantle all of these socially accepted beliefs, strip them off your psyche, out of your psyche, strip them of your sense of self, and then see what remains. You will have to go contrary, at least in your mental mind, to a lot of things. You have to let go of a lot of things. And for a while there, you are going to go through a very lonely period. Because to reestablish your true self, you have to go against what society dictates, right? So as you do that, strip yourself of those beliefs. Essentially every belief that... maybe I'll address that later. But as you do that, there's more and more people like myself out there now in the world. You're not going to be alone. Okay, it might feel that way for a while, but you're not alone. You will find acceptance by people like myself who will encourage you to be your true self, no matter what, right? So you have our support, and that support is building. What I wanted to say is, when you begin the deconstruction of your beliefs, a good place to start, a good way to end actually, is where you reach this point of neutrality. You become so secure in yourself that you have no problem letting other people have their belief, and you don't feel like you have to change them. The only reason I speak of my consciousness and awareness is to, as they say, shine the light for people to become self-aware, for people to have the courage to embrace themselves. And in doing so, you will grow a self-confidence. You will grow an organic security from within yourself, where you also will reach this neutral place. And the more people we have that can come to this neutral place, that will encourage peace and diversity, because we don't feel threatened by the diversity of other people. Our common ground is really the autonomy of our authentic self, of our true self. And because everyone has one of those and can find security and confidence in that, that is what's going to generate peace and less conflict. What I'd like people to see is to let go of any kind of belief that fosters an us versus them, a right versus wrong, as far as people's beliefs go. Once you can let go of that, once it no longer bothers you that somebody believes something different and practices a spirituality different from yours, that's when you have reached the 0 point of neutrality, the God point, right? And that's what I am hoping for, what I'm looking for, that we are all allowed to simply be in love with ourselves and be in love with one another. That's really how simple this human life can become when we can dissolve our trauma-based insecurities that has us fighting over opinions, really. Even your experiences, no matter how real they are, at the end of the day, they are just experiences and opinions. And we create stories around it. All stories are true. All stories are valid. But the problem is when we weaponize our stories and experiences and allow them to create enmity and hostility and division amongst ourselves. We are one human race. We are one spirit that has come to experience physical life. And if we can bring more love into it, we can make this a more fun and enjoyable experience for all. So that's my thoughts for today. My opinions, my perception. I just really want everyone to feel secure within themselves and not have to change and conform. You don't have to conform to what I think and believe. I don't have to conform to what you think and believe. I find it all interesting, and if we can just share it from that point of interest rather than compulsion of, you have to believe this is the only truth, then we can get far with it. We can go far.